So we're recording. This is it.
So, alright, so welcome to the NBN Podcast. I am BJ, and we got Cheppy here.
Hello? Yeah.
And Kyle.
Hey.
And the ghost of Johnny. So we're gonna talk about a bunch of different things today. I am gonna start off with the Tankathon this time because we've already tried this, and I want to get the non-playoff teams out of the way first. So we're gonna talk about the Tankathon. And right now, the Utah Jazz are making great strides in the Tankathon, as J-Nap continues to tell us. So I think they're in 5th or 4th right now.
Oh, really? No, I think they're in... Did they pass up Miami?
They did. They're one game behind Toronto now in the Tankathon.
One game? That's... Yeah, I said it before, but the Jazz... I really admire their team. Actually, you know what? I am grateful. I am grateful that they traded for Millsap, because now I'm in the playoffs, guaranteed. Free ride. But I don't see how you get from this to a championship, really. It's probably gonna... I don't think Jay's gonna win a championship in this league. That sucks. But it is what it is. Because I thought they had a team that was as good as New Orleans. The Pelicans.
New Orleans. I think New Orleans was better from the start because they had Davis and Cousins, who were better than Love and Gobert. And really, that was at that point seemed like their whole teams. And Tyreek Evans kind of just.
But I mean, at that point, the Pelicans were in danger of dropping out of the playoffs. They were like 8th seed or something.
Yeah, they made some nice trades though at the deadline. They got this is before the deadline, but Elfrid Payton and T.J. Warren. And then
and then they traded T.J. Warren for Mirotić.
Yeah, they got Mirotić up.
I didn't really like. Actually, no, I did like that trade because they had to do it. I would rather that they traded Elfrid Payton than T.J. Warren.
Also, Holiday's an 84 now.
Yeah, Holiday has been a really great development for the Pelicans right now. I guess that contract they signed him to was worth. It's a better contract than he was signed to in real life.
Yeah.
In the NBA. But 5 years. I don't know about 5 years.
How did we go from talking about the Tankathon to talking about the Pelicans?
You know what? It's the flow of the pod, DJ. You don't interrupt the flow. You don't question it. You just go along with it. We'll come back to the Tankathon. But as the conversation has come to the Pelicans, you can't just veer away, or else you're gonna make Avatar angry.
Yeah, Avatar. You don't want to see him angry. Anyways, all right. So the Pelicans, they're good. They're actually really good. I think, no offense, Kyle, but I think they have a chance against you guys in the playoffs.
No, I thought that was a great playoff matchup because a lot of what makes the Thunder work is Howard and Russell Westbrook cleaning up the boards and getting offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds. And that was one of the main reasons I think I traded for Dwight Howard. And now you have the two big men in the paint, Anthony Davis and Cousins, and I think that counters that a lot. So it's gonna fall a lot on Gordon Hayward to make plays against the Pelicans, who have a weakness at the 3.
What I was telling Avatar earlier is that even though he has DeMarcus and Anthony Davis, OKC is still the best rebounding team in the league. I'm confident we can rebound over anyone.
That's fact. 7-foot power forward. Oh, but he doesn't start, huh? Who starts at power forward now?
Sabonis does right now, just for a little more defense in the lineup.
Yeah, Sabonis.
I think that's going to be a really fun first-round matchup, not just because of the Kyle Avatar fighting we're going to have in League Talk, but, it's an interesting series. I
think it'll go to 7. This is a series that could easily go to 7.
It could. 2K loves Game 7s, too, as we saw last year. Last year there was 6 Game 7s in the first round. This series could be a long one. Definitely. All right, so also in the Tankathon, reminded of Michael Kiefer's talking about him over here. So
Michael Kiefer, Orlando.
yeah, Orlando.
You know, they traded for KCP. They have Aaron Gordon in restricted free agency this year. So I don't know.
Tatum.
Yeah, that Tatum pick was sick. So you know, Michael Kiefer's a great GM. I don't.
Yeah.
No, you know what? You know, I do like the KCP pickup. I forgot what the trade was. Let me look at the trade.
They're definitely heading in the right direction. They number one pick now. And I don't know if they have any other picks. They probably do. But they're in a much better place than the IRL Magic, I'd say, definitely.
Yeah. You know, they got rid of guys they didn't need, and they still have the option of bringing back Mario Hezonja for another year if they feel strongly about him. I thought he did all right this season. Probably not number 5 pick worthy, but he's got assets. You know, he has 2 firsts this year, and he has good young talent. So we'll see. His own first is going to be very, very good. I'm pretty surprised that he lost so many games.
It's just skills, man.
Actually, I'm kind of surprised that he's number 1 in Tankathon after Denver went like 0-20 to start the year.
You know what? Denver's irrelevant now because they get the 5 pick deduction.
Yeah, Denver is really irrelevant. You know, Denver screwed themselves. They should have just taken the trade for Goran Dragic and Kevin Love and not done all that shady shit. That probably wouldn't have been better for them. But you know, with Denver, they just have De'Aaron Fox and Jokic and a mediocre first. So, but they have Anunoby as well. But they're kind of hamstrung. So I don't really know what they're gonna do because they have cap, right? They have cap, but it's a trash organization, so I don't know who's gonna go there.
Yeah, well, maybe they'll find an owner that will be stable.
Oh, well, you know, I mean, who's the owner now? There's no owner. There's no owner, and Johnny's not gonna be the owner. Okay.
Nope.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Last time they found a new owner, it was Eric. So.
Bring Hopeful back.
Yeah, maybe.
So, who wants to talk about Miami's 2 star players being Udonis Haslem and Josh McRoberts?
Miami has embraced the tank. I respect them for that.
Yeah, 11 losses in a row for them. They're playing like Haslem like 40 minutes a game.
They have to keep that first. Yeah, they really want to keep that hurt. They got.
I think they'll keep it. Yeah, definitely now.
Yeah, I would worry about Miami after all their contracts expire in 2020 because the year after they don't have their draft picks, so they can't really transition into a rebuild, right? So they have to be looking really long term with their moves because I mean they signed James Johnson and Dion Waiters to those 3-year deals so that all those contracts would come off the books at the same time. But I mean, you have to have a plan for that because their young talent right now consists of Josh Richardson, Justice Winslow, and Justin Patton, and you know, it's not really.
Yikes!
They have to really look at that. That pick wasn't a really good pick. It's unfortunate that Justin Patton was picked by the Timberwolves in real life because now he's getting no playing time for Tibbs.
Yep.
Which of the 14 teams in the Tankathon is going to win a championship first?
None of them because we're going to restart league before that ever happens.
Factual. I mean, probably Atlanta, or probably. No, I think Pacers. I have a lot of faith in the Pacers. I'm going to say the Pacers because they built a good team. I think. I didn't like that they traded Andrew Wiggins. Not really. But they have what do you call flexibility? They have flexibility.
And they're kind of in no man's land right now, though. They got some young guys and they got some not so young guys. I don't
Yep.
know.
But they're not trapped in anything. I mean, they have the Brandon Knight contract, but
Yeah, so they are trapped in something.
but
That's what you're saying.
I mean, they can have like 22 mil in cap space this year, and JJ Redick isn't expiring next year, so they could trade him if they wanted to and play Buddy Hield more. They should probably do that. That's what I would do.
Yeah,
Let's trade
I
JJ
would
Redick.
bet for non-playoff teams being the first to win. I'd bet on Atlanta being one of them because Nelson. I mean, he knows how to win, even if I don't like to admit it. Or for the memes, the Nets.
Yeah. The Nets are nice. You know, I like Luke, and I also like Kuzma. So that's rookie of the year.
Yeah, Kuzma had 36 and 10 today in the NBN.
Well, I guess
He
that's
gets
what
30 like every game.
Yeah, I mean, I would start Kuzma too. He's gonna start over him, Quincy AC.
No, but he's averaging like 19 and 7, and he's fourth in the rookie of the year voting.
Oh.
Like he's behind Lonzo, who I know Cheppy.
Well, I would give it to. I'm gonna vote for Kuzma in my outlet or whatever for.
Lonzo's ahead of Kuzma. Lonzo's averaging 9.7, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, and Kuzma's 19-7. So, like, I don't really see how that's a thing. And then Fox is above Kuzma too, and then Simmons.
Well, Fox probably just because they push the ball down his throat because the only other person that can play basketball on that roster is Jokic. All he does is pass. So I mean, a lot of the rookies right now are suffering, or not suffering, but just benefiting from being like the only good player on their teams, like Fultz.
Luke Kennard. He's been
I don't know what's up with Luke Kennard. Like Dallas isn't even a bad team, not really. Like they have like 30 or something wins.
Yeah, they're not. They're interesting. I mean, they're not like anywhere near the playoffs or anything, but they're not going to get a top pick either.
Yeah, like you can't. Dallas is a team where they're not really, you know, competitive, but you can't really rest players against them. We rested Lillard against him once and just got bodied, so whatever. But I guess it was a good pick, Luke Kennard, if they're gonna, you know, he's gonna play like this for them.
Yeah.
Even though right now they're kind of irrelevant because they're not like deep in the Tankathon race or in the playoffs. You know, they made some good moves. Harry Giles, Chris Dunn, Luke Kennard, DeAndre Liggins. You know, those are going to be pieces for the future.
Yeah, DeAndre Liggins, definitely the best piece for the future.
yeah, of course.
All right. So, who else is out of the playoffs? The Clippers. They began their tank after the Blake Griffin trade, and they've won some games, actually. They're only a game worse than the Mavericks. So, I don't know how that's going.
They picked up, like, they have 4 firsts, so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jesus. There's this giant argument going on in League Talk. I guess that's why Kyle's not talking here.
No, I just don't like talking about tanking teams.
I know, I don't either. But, you know, I figure we get this out of the way first, you know.
Okay,
I'm gonna read it after, I guess.
We could talk about Portland.
You know, Portland had a good. I thought Portland would do better, but I think it was a lot of the trades mid-season that kind of like screwed their chemistry in the game. And if you don't have high
Portland
chemistry,
is probably in the worst position out of any other team in the league because of like how close they are to the hard cap. You know?
Portland had.
Yeah. But I mean, next year they'll be fine.
Portland was like 3 or 3.5 games out about a week ago, and they lost to the Clippers, and they just went downhill from there. I mean, and then they rested their players. It's like,
for the record, I offered Portland their pick back with Howard for Whiteside, and they said no. And I told them you're not going to make the playoffs.
That's a little cruel, man. Whatever. So, I mean, they weren't going to. I felt like playoffs were locked in for me like a month ago. Or 2 months ago. Yeah, back in January I thought, you know, whatever.
I mean, you guys get the reward playing Golden State, which is, you know.
Whatever, man. Golden State's what do you call those guys that think they're contenders but they're not really contenders?
Soft.
They're definitely contenders. What they're
Nah. I think people are underestimating the Lakers here just because we're the 8th seed and we're gonna get in the mid.
I think nobody's underestimating the Lakers.
I think so. We don't get enough.
I think you're underestimated
for rookie for front office of the year, underestimated for coach of the year, underestimated for rookie of the year. Even MVP.
Oh yes,
but I mean, I'm not. I won't say anything. I'm not salty.
What do you mean you won't? What do you mean you won't say anything? You just went like on a minute talking about. Anyways, all right. Who's left for tankers? Memphis, even though they're not tanking anymore. Bluff.
I wish Bluff hadn't done that trade. I'm not gonna criticize him though. He gets enough.
Bluff had this nice quote yesterday. He says, "I'm going to be worse than old Kyle, Zach, Nelson, Charles, Avatar, Swish, Tam, Musical, and Old Mike combined."
He already is.
Son. Amen. But he's a handsome guy. I want him.
He's too old for you, Chappie. All right.
Amen. Older men, whatever. Okay. I think their season was ruined when Maxi Kleber went out for the year, and that kind of ruined their hopes of playoffs and stuff.
Think Charles leaving definitely ruined.
Charles leaving ruined the tank, man. Then Bluff did the Blake Griffin trade, which was as bad as the Detroit trade for Blake Griffin.
Yeah, not a fan of it, but we'll see what they can do in the future.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Bluff caught you for doing the Mike Conley trade, and then he does a Blake Griffin trade. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever.
So yeah, the Tyler Eulis, Mike Conley. That was fun. All right, so yeah, so then they're only one game ahead in the standings of the Kings. Are full-out tankers. They're freaking, I don't know who the hell they're starting now. They're like starting, I don't even know.
Oh yeah, they don't even play Yeah, do they even play Wiggins anymore? Or is
Not
he just
really, I don't think.
no 20 minutes a game or something? Whatever. I mean, Wiggins needs rehabilitation since he's been in Minnesota, so.
That's true. Just sit him out season,
What I will say to Meme is that I think he drafted well, picking Josh Hart and Jonah Bolden, even though I don't think he.
Jonah Bolden at 16 was such a reach, man.
Reach? I don't know. I mean, I would say it was a reach at 16, but I think it was 16 where he picked him. But
it was 16.
Oh, that's good memory. Thank you. But I think was he not allowed to keep the player rights if he was still going to remain overseas?
I have no idea, actually. I think he gets to keep the player rights.
Whatever, because that guy's overseas, dude. So whatever. But Josh Hart, great pick. Doing great for the Lakers. Doing great for the Lakers. I love that guy. And I think he's like getting some sixth man consideration or something.
He is, yeah. We're gonna talk about awards later, I think, after we get through these tankers. All right. We got Toronto. All right, we're done. We're done talking about them.
Hey, no, wait. Kyle did a trade with them, huh?
Well, you're not even gonna talk about my highway robbery?
Jaylen Brown for Portland to pick Bobby Portis.
Kyle did trade like 10 assets in that trade for like 3.
Oh yeah, it was a 4-man trade. I didn't like the big trades at the deadline.
No, I traded like 5 players, but none of them were in my rotation.
Oh, let's see. Brandon Paul, Daniel Hamilton.
Oh well, I traded those 2 just to get the salary match for Alec Burks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Alec, yeah. Alec Burks. Bad. Does he even play though for you guys?
I wanted him just so he could, because Hayward was playing like a lot of minutes some games because we didn't. So I only play him in games like against like teams below 500 or whatever to like give him like 10 or 11 minutes.
Oh, so
Good strategy.
He's still I think a 78 overall.
Oh, that's pretty
Or
good.
79 actually with chemistry.
Oh, that's really good. Oh.
He's my secret weapon in the playoffs.
You're gonna play him in the playoffs?
No, I don't think so.
Why would he tell you that, Chappy? All right.
Well, I'm probably not gonna play him in the playoffs. It's probably gonna get wiped by Avatar. So.
Oh.
Oh, I would play. If I beat the Warriors, I would play him in the second round, though.
Who, OKC?
Yeah.
Or
that'd be awesome.
Hey, well, you know, the second round.
I mean, okay.
Actually,
OKC still got a chance to make the 3 seed. I mean, it's
Do they?
1.5 games out. It's not fair.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, we only have like what 7 games left, though. 8 games.
Yeah, 7 games.
I have a
So we're
hard
gonna have to try
schedule.
hard.
Oh, so maybe the Pelicans will steal home court advantage then.
Well, the Pelicans have a hard schedule too, so I don't think so.
Ooh,
You guys think any upsets are gonna happen this year?
I mean, it depends on the match. Like, there's a lot of like deciding to do, especially in the East. But in the West, it's still Minnesota and San Antonio going back and forth for the 6th seed.
Will Kawhi be back?
He will not.
Not for the first round.
Yeah.
But they've been doing well with just Kyle Lowry. That was a well-timed trade, I would say. Yeah.
I think they went on a slump after they did well, though.
Oh, did they?
They had like a 4-game losing streak recently, I think.
It depends what Tam decides to do in the playoffs. Who knows what he's going to do? I really hope he doesn't run 13-man rotations in the playoffs. That would just be disastrous.
All right, the Pelicans play the Cavaliers, the Thunder, the Suns, the Warriors, and the Spurs.
Oof. That is
R.I.P.
But I play the Warriors, the Rockets, the Pelicans, and the Spurs.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh yeah, Thunder's schedule's pretty hard because what do you
That's
call it?
That's a lot of tough West playoff teams there.
I only know that because I want Paul George to drop to the 7th seed.
Yeah, he's gone, man.
I think so. I think he'll be in a LA uniform next year. I do.
I didn't say gone to LA. I just said gone.
Well, where else is he gonna go? Philly?
No, fuck that. I'd rather him go to the Lakers than that.
I'm good with Laker fans talking about signing free agents. They keep jinxing them themselves.
I don't. Not this time. Not this time. You know. I think this is the time. You know? I really do.
Well, on the bright side, if you swing and miss, you could always max Isaiah Thomas.
Hey, out for the season. Instant turnover.
All right, so I typed this question down. Who's more? If you didn't know their opponents, who do you guys think would be most likely to make a run? The Pelicans, the Spurs, or the Wolves?
In these last games, you're saying?
No, in the playoffs.
I mean, I'm not gonna say the Pelicans.
No, I said if you don't know their opponents, like who do you think would be most likely to make a run?
Probably the Wolves. You know. I would say the Wolves because they acquired some talent. Actually, no, I'm not going to say the Wolves because they have Isaiah
I would
Thomas.
say the Pelicans just because the Pel out there.
Are we calling Isaiah talent?
Not on stream.
Yeah. I think the Wolves are a little screwed on stream with Isaiah. I mean, and that's the whole playoffs are on stream. So I mean,
well, it's in the first round. It would be D'Lo versus IT, which is pretty close, at least overall.
Well, jeez, that's close.
We don't know that yet. They could be playing the Rockets too.
I doubt it. No.
Wait, what do you mean? If they get to the 7th seed?
Yeah, it's a half game difference.
I don't think the
that's
Spurs are gonna move up without Kawhi.
no, I don't think so.
It's
I
a
wish
half
we-
game. Anything can happen. I don't know their schedules. I made the spreadsheet from the East remaining schedules. I did not make them for the West because
The Spurs still have the Thunder, Rockets, Trailblazers, and the Spurs and the Lakers.
the Spurs play themselves.
I didn't say the Spurs. I said the Lakers, the Pelicans, the Trailblazers, the Rockets, Thunder.
Oh, I thought you said the Spurs. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
So 5 out of the 7 games are against pretty good teams.
Yeah, so that's a tough schedule. I mean, you never know though.
I mean, I'm against most of the West, so succeeding. I don't really have any stake in them, except for Oklahoma. I like Oklahoma. There you go.
What?
I would say I'm a fan of Oklahoma. Yeah, they have a nice team, except for Dwight Howard.
I mean, I love Dwight Howard. I was expecting him to be an 80 overall, and he jumped to 85.
The West playoffs. I think there's a lot of exciting teams there, and a lot of interesting game plans, specifically from San Antonio.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. They're weird. Those guys are strange. Do they have a 3? I don't think they have a 3, do they? Do they run a 3 now, the Kawhi's one? I know they had an older.
The Spurs are the definition of over game planning. You're just trying.
The fifth seed in the West would be half a game back of Washington's 2nd seed.
Washington's trying to tank for, which I still don't get. And I know Musical wants a 2nd round pick, but like you're gonna lose the 2nd seed, which really, why would you want to do that? Because if you make the 2nd round, now you're gonna.
And then if they play Cleveland,
the Cavs will have home court advantage. Yeah, so like.
Cavs are 27-9 at home. If he loses home court and plays them, he's gonna look like a fool.
Yeah, I think the Wizards don't really stand that much of a chance against the Cavs.
Hey, they could get like 50-something wins. It's alright, isn't it?
I mean, the Cavs are really good, and I think they'll be really good on stream just because. I mean, LeBron, Kyrie, Oladipo, and Gobert is just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's not cool. I'm trying to get LeBron in for agency. # tampering.
So like, so yeah, basically, I'm just trying to avoid playing Cleveland here. So I'm just trying to play Washington because I feel like we could beat them, but Cleveland, yeah. I'll let like Philly have fun with them if they want.
Yeah, that'll be a good series, honestly. I'm looking at the 4 or 5 series in the East. Charlotte and Detroit, because I really enjoy Detroit, even though the tendencies are kind of mixed up with Donovan Mitchell, seeing as he's a rookie and he's gotten a lot better since.
Well, Bobby,
can we already talk about?
Yeah, we're editing the tendencies, right?
Oh, my bad.
Last time I talked to Bobby, he said something about only 5 tendencies.
Yeah, five players.
Yeah, like I thought it was the starting 5 or top 5 overall or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Mitchell starts for the Pistons, so he'll get.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's 5 or starting 5 or 5 best players?
I don't know.
No idea. Like we've had this discussion. No idea what's going on.
Another thing that's interesting to me is that Hayward hasn't been touched all year, and like I don't think he should count as a player update instead of like Sabonis or Brown or whatever. That would suck.
Oh, yeah, that's a iffy situation.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think that'll all sorts.
Whatever. I think if you're gonna say starting 5, if they're gonna say starting 5, I don't think Hayward should be touched, just because, I mean, no one else gets a bench player updated. So, but if we're gonna say top 5 overall, I don't know. Whatever. I don't know.
All right, let's just switch gears. Let's talk about award races. So we
got award races. All right, the MVP is
James Harden, and I don't really think you can.
I would say so. James Harden. He has the scoring title right now, and also the Rockets are the 2 seed, and they were really good to start the year. They were like 30-1 or something.
Yeah, I think he's been the best player in the league this year. I mean, I don't really. I guess you could make an argument for Russell.
More rebounds, assists, and steals.
Yeah, that's all by assists is by 0.6, steals is by 0.2.
Rebounds is by 1 point some.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I mean,
Russell. I think he's got a case. I think it'll be a close, but I don't think MVP this year is.
I mean, Harden's team is better, and he scores 3 more points. So that's why
Yeah, and I would say Harden is much more integral to his team's success than Russell Westbrook is to his.
What? Russ has carried us.
I don't know. I mean, you got Hayward and Howard on that team.
Hayward carries you guys on streams, man.
Yeah, Hayward was averaging like 14 points a game the first 2 months of the season.
But yeah, that's not the whole season, though.
Yeah, no, he's been really good for us on streams. He's like really solid. He had that game winner against Houston. He dropped 32 against the Warriors too, I think.
Maybe Hayward should be MVP.
I'm down.
Downtown.
All right, so we already talked about Rookie of the Year, but I think Kuzma should win it, even though he's 4th right now.
Kuzma.
Yeah, he has a lot of 30-point games.
Yeah, Kuzma's a beast. Give it to Kuzma. Plus, Luke deserves a reward. He deserves one.
Yeah.
And I would rather give it to him than to Denver.
Or Philly.
I don't think Whiteside should get Defensive Player of the Year.
No. I mean, I would give it to Drummond, honestly. He's averaging like 2 assists, 2 steals, like a block.
One of the best defensive teams, too,
yeah. Yeah, he's like Detroit is like the 2nd best defensive team in the league. Unless you want to give it to DeAndre Jordan, because the Bucks are the first one, but I think Drummond has better stats. So I would give it to Drummond. My vote's for Drummond.
Yeah.
Detroit is a very good team.
Front office of the year. Let's have a discussion about that.
I would have said Suns before the deadline, but I didn't like that D'Angelo Russell trade.
I loved that trade for them. I think it's a great move for the future. Conley's contract's bad. I mean, D'Lo. I just think he'll be a lot more beneficial towards them. And they haven't really fallen off since that trade. They've been just as good, I think. Just nearly as good.
Are you really from Boston?
That was random.
I just
not.
No. All right. Well, I mean, I expect that opinion from you as a Celtics fan, so it's fine. But no, Mike Conley was part of that group that got them to the 2 seed or the 3 seed. I mean. And I think that's the team that should have gotten into the playoffs and really made a splash. And I think if he wanted to make a move for the future like that, he should have done it after these playoffs. And should have traded Mike Conley in the offseason. Because I think they've lowered their chances for making a championship run this season. And that trade could have still happened in the offseason, I think, because who'd they get back? Like Harkless and Marvin Williams.
Did they get Joe Johnson in that trade?
Yeah, they did get Joe Johnson in that trade. Oh, he isn't expiring, so I guess, but whatever. They got Wesley Johnson in that trade.
Killer says he's about to drive home. should he do the pod on speaker?
Yeah, tell him to come on, man. I like Killer. He's a junior like me in high school.
All right, so any other awards we can talk about?
Wait, our son's the only contender? Is there anyone in the East?
What?
What?
Well, you guys were talking about front office of the year, but all you guys talked about were the Suns.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
That's correct. You know what? I really liked what the Knicks did when they were really good, and now that they're like the 8th seed, I'm whatever on them. No, they're the 9th seed.
Oh my god! I didn't think they were that. I don't know. They made some moves that. I mean, yeah, they're good for this year. They're not even gonna make the playoffs. So it's not even good for this year. So they have 3 players, and Malik Monk sucks right now.
So does that mean Chris Paul is gone? See you later.
He might be gone, and they're gonna be screwed if he's gone.
That's a bye. I hope
All
they
right,
keep
so
Chris Paul.
let's talk about actual candidates. So the Bucks.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I think Milwaukee should be in the conversation.
Oh, definitely. You know, they turned that team from a 7 seed to a
Best team in the East.
you know, yeah, best team in the East.
OKC.
OKC. I mean, how much has their record changed?
I mean, they made their team better. I think that's what.
Yeah, I mean their team is better, but I mean, how much success? How much more success have they had?
Well,
Or whatever thing about under with Lowry and Brown. Bonus this core keep growing better. I think that's something that not a lot of people realize, that OKC will be a better team next season.
Yeah, you know, I think that there's merit to that. You know, keeping Sabonis, drafting Markkanen, trading for Brown, but at the same time, there's a lot of expiring contracts on the roster, like Rodney Hood and Will Barton.
You guys, OKC definitely should have drafted Zach Collins instead of Markkanen.
We can pick though.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I don't know how it's gonna look going forward for the boat. Well, we'll see. I think they have flexibility and they have opportunity to make the team better with trades still. So it's a I don't know about front office of the year, but that's I would say that's a contender for sure. I would say that's a contender. Is Denver number 1 or?
Oh man.
Minnesota had good
moves. Let's not start talking about Denver.
Yeah, I don't really want to. You know, kind of a cesspool.
My picks for front office of the year were it was the Lakers, the Suns, OKC, and Milwaukee.
I would say the Pelicans belong there.
Pelicans did good too, yeah.
I mean, their team is very close to in real life.
So is yours.
I think they got a lot.
How is my team close to real life?
No, I meant like your record.
We have like 6 or 7 more wins.
You're still the 4th seed.
Okay, so this is a lot better of a conference than the real one.
That's factual. I don't like being in the West. A lot of teams made a lot of moves to compete, and all the stars went west instead of east.
The Thunder aren't even going to get to 50 wins.
All right, enough complaining.
Cool. Are they not? No, you can get. Wait, what? Oh, you mean the IRL Thunder? Yeah, that's
44
good.
wins right now.
That's good. That's good.
All right, what team is? I just put this in as kind of a silly team. Pulling Nelson.
What was that?
What team is most likely to pull a Nelson and injure?
I don't know.
If I play the Warriors, they better be careful.
I'm not gonna. Utah.
Hayward is the dirtiest player in the league.
I feel bad for Jay, man. Whatever.
Actually, it's Cleveland. Didn't Cleveland take out Butler?
Ooh, Ooh. Did they?
No, that was San Antonio. No, who was that? Yeah, that was
Cleveland.
Kawhi.
Oh, the Suns took out Kawhi?
Yeah.
Ah, dirty Suns.
You're just rigging it.
Damn, I hope they can play the Spurs and Kawhi has a miracle comeback and beats them.
You know, I hope so. I hope so. You know, I don't know if I think Houston could get upset in these playoffs by the Spurs or whoever.
The option, even though they have light injury.
Actually, yeah, I think
Like
it does.
I think Kawhi would be like an 85 or 86 overall, but he could still play and stuff.
That's a injury. I'm not sure how.
Yeah.
There is a lot going on in League Talk here.
I'm gonna have to read through so much when I'm done with this.
Yeah, me too.
It is what it is, you know.
K-Man says talk about his eggplant.
Eggplant?
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't eat a lot of eggplant. No. I actually went to a nice Chinese place the other day, and we ordered eggplant, but I didn't eat any because I'm not really a fan. You know, it wasn't really a high-class restaurant, if you know what I mean.
All right.
Yep. So I wanted to bring something up. You guys think we should turn the injury sliders up for next season? So I feel like they're running early enough this year.
Yeah, because really the only injuries that happen are streams. So maybe turn it up to like 25. I mean,
I was thinking like 30, 33 or something.
33. Why not? 30?
I mean, they're at 15 right now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been like 2 injuries all year. Or no, there was one to Maxi Kleber, one to Kawhi, and one to Bledsoe. And I think
Jaylen Brown too.
Oh, Jaylen Brown, yeah.
Gasol was injured.
Oh yeah, Marc Gasol was injured. That's accurate.
I mean, Jimmy Butler obviously got injured.
I mean, that sounds like enough injuries to me.
No, I don't know. I feel like every team should have one injury at least, you know? Like, I didn't get an injury all year. That's crazy to me.
So you want an injury?
Huh?
I mean, yeah, I haven't had an injury either.
I think the Warriors will give you guys enough injury in the playoffs.
Well, hey man, first round matchup. If Lillard gets injured, everyone's going down with 6 fouls. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I mean, I feel like injuries give you opportunity to try out new lineups and stuff and give a run to different players. So I would like that. But I also don't want, you know, Harden to go out for the season.
I do.
I'm sure. You ain't even gonna get to the finals, man.
I wonder how likely playoff injuries are.
Oh, they actually go up because they're all streamed, and you know, stream injuries are a lot more likely, and especially when guys get fatigued and they play a lot of minutes. You saw last year, the playoffs, a lot of guys got injured, and not just because Nelson injured them.
Yeah, but what were the sliders last year?
It was 15. It was the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know.
I mean,
you know.
I mean, Kawhi got hurt, Curry, Butler, who else freaking? I mean, everyone got hurt.
Well,
now you got me nervous.
There we go. Hey, maybe Curry, Durant, and Clay all go out, and I get to upset the Warriors.
No, because then Rudy Gay's gonna beat you.
Not this guy. Whatever. I'll enjoy the Warriors too. You didn't hear me say that then.
Why you want a chance to lose them?
3 versus the Lakers, but 2-1 versus the Warriors.
Oh yes, because that matters to the play.
You know, if we had a best of 3 first round playoffs like it was before, I would, I would do well. That's all I'm saying. I wish we didn't have the 8th seed. Whatever. What else were we talking about?
What do you guys?
What?
Go ahead.
Oh, we didn't do 6-man, right?
Yeah. Apparently, Brooke Lopez is leaving.
Yeah, they don't start Brooke Lopez. They start Powell.
Who? I'm telling you, it's Tam. He has no idea what he's doing. 13,
well, I mean, Brooke Lopez has been hit
rotation.
by some like rating downgrades.
Lopez, Mirotic is apparently in that race. Rudy Gay definitely in the race.
I'm giving it to Derek Rose.
They actually got 2 Pelicans guys in here, Mirotic and Tyreek.
They should start Tyreek. I don't know why they don't start Tyreek.
I don't either, but they can do what they want.
Yeah, I guess so.
They start both Alfred and Drew.
What? Oh, yeah, because Drew isn't really a point guard. Yeah, I know that one. I've heard of that one.
Yeah, he's a fake point.
He's really a shooting guard. Alright. Like, but he healed.
Will Barton used to be on that list too, but when Jaylen Brown came in, Hood became our 6th man.
Hood. Rodney, I don't know. How much do you think he's going to get in salary this offseason?
How much what?
How much do you think he's going to get in salary this offseason?
I don't know. That's going to be very interesting because the market here doesn't, line up with the market in real life. And, you look at contracts in real life, like, I think Lou Williams just got paid like $8 million a year.
I think it was 9.
That was an extension, though. Yeah. But I think money is even tighter in here. So I think it's mainly going to be MLEs and maxes.
Yeah.
I don't know what he gets. I think it could be anywhere from 8 to 12.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Denver's vindictive, and they have cap space, so I don't really like them. So I'm worried because I don't want to pay Randall a max, but they are out there. They're like the bogeyman in the shadows. They want to come for your cap space.
Also, Hood hasn't been playing that well with Cleveland, so that should dictate his market value in real life a little.
Remember that game when Hood shot O?
What?
You cut out. All I heard was O.
Remember that game when Hood shot 0 of 13?
In the league or in real life?
No, in the league. Actually, he probably did that in real life, too. That happened.
Yeah, that's why I had to ask. Hood's been good lately off the bench. When you move Hood to small forward, he goes up 2 overalls.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
2K freaking. You move anyone to small forward.
Well, yeah, small forward is the most versatile position.
It does depend on the player. I've tried I think originally when I moved Barton from shooting guard to point guard, he decreased.
Yeah, you move him from shooting guard to point guard. If you move him down or something, small forward, according to 2K is everyone's highest rating. And then Kyrie moves up when you move him to shooting guard, which makes no sense.
It kind of does because he's not really a distributor.
I mean, I guess.
But if you had Chris Paul, I don't think it would go up if you moved him to shooting guard. I don't think. Or I think Harden goes up if you move him to point guard. That makes sense.
Also, power forward center switching helps ratings sometimes.
Yeah, power forward always has a better rating than center. Centers are
Yep. 2K is weird.
It's very hard to find a good center in this league. I mean, elite center. That's what I mean. Because there's only 3. And no one went down with an Achilles. And the other one sucks in 2K. Hashtag Boston Celtics. That's whatever. Hey, how's Marc Gasol?
Not good.
Not good.
He has been a mess. The last 3 games just because it's so bad.
Wow, what's him and JV and Dwight Howard are all 85s.
JV's an 85.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Yeah. Yeah, Valanciunas?
It's because they're the first seed, I guess.
Whatever. That's weird.
13 and 8. Yeah, that's not an 85 overall, though.
Yeah, I guess what that team is.
What did Marc Gasol start as?
A lot higher than that.
85.
No, he didn't start at that.
86? I think it was 86.
He started. No, I'll figure it out.
BJ, what do you think of that stream? OKC versus Boston.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, he started at 89. Oh, wow.
That is what I said. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Did you trade 89 value for him?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, yeah, you traded the Brooklyn pick, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, haha.
Which isn't. I mean, it's like number 10. I mean, it's.
Yeah, that's true. But it had better value at the time.
I traded that and then Cantor, and yeah, I think maybe another pick.
You're welcome.
Yeah. People are pretty trade happy in this league.
Yeah.
Like really trade happy. It's crazy.
It's not as bad as last year, but still pretty bad.
Like some guys got traded like 3 times this season. It's uncalled for. I think it's just because people are really eager to get deals done. And in the NBA, they're not really eager. You know what I mean? They really want a big return.
People don't realize that doing trades really hurts chemistry and causes losses.
Yeah, that's why I only did like 1 trade mid-season because I didn't want to mess up my chemistry. But in the off-season, you can go wild.
Yeah, that was my plan. I used all 15 trades during the off-season.
I know you did.
Good plan.
And everyone was making fun of me because I only had 1.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good team that was built. Well, I don't know. I mean, you had Robin Lopez for a little while there. But, where's Robin Lopez now? Is he still in Atlanta?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I think so.
Hashtag who he play for.
You know what? At the beginning of this year, I was really good at that game. You know, I knew where Jared Jack played. Or, I mean, Ramon Sessions. I knew where he played.
What do you guys think the trade...
What?
Trade of...
Trade?
I don't know.
Wait, what? What? I don't understand.
I said trade of the year. Trade.
Oh, trade of the year. Oh, trade. Okay, alright. Trade of the year. Alright. Trade of the year? Oh. I mean, I think that's probably the Zoran trade.
Which one?
Which one?
I don't know. The one that got him Harris for like nothing.
Zoran the Parrot.
Or you know what? I did like the Jimmy Butler trade. I thought that was a really good trade.
What was that again?
The Jimmy Butler trade. It was a good trade, yeah. For Who did
Bledsoe, Bender, and a first. Wow.
And Warren.
It's not on the site. It doesn't say Warren here.
No, he didn't get traded to the Warren. Didn't get traded to the Bulls. Warren got traded to the Pacers.
Shit, my bad.
Yeah, these are bad.
I have it open.
You know what, Chappie? All right. Only for Euless trade was legendary.
Oh, that's bad. I did like the Robert Cook. No, I didn't like that one. The Tyler Hughes trade. If I were Bluff, I would regret that. Whatever. I can't believe Tyler Singler got stretched. You would think he would be a very.
I can't believe I got rid of him.
I thought he would be more valuable. Josh West
even the trade I got?
Shipped out for a protected second. Well, yeah, I mean, my trade here is that if I were Orlando, I would say trade of the year was the trade down for Tatum.
Yep. That was
intense.
Ooh, Johnny just made Nelson's kill list.
I'd watch out. Nelson's a tough character,
Honestly, that Adams trade was pretty intense because if I didn't pay now, I'd be pretty fucked.
Well, Johnny wanted you to draft that.
Well, that's why Johnny got fired. So.
Really? It wasn't because of his political.
No, I would never fire someone due to their political views.
Of course not. You know what? I did like about the Adams trade is that I like Portis, and he also got that pick to pick Markkanen. And I think that's a better return than Adams, honestly. Even though I thought it was a win-win.
Adams started going off this season.
Adams he's the third best player on the Thunder,
I did not expect that type of development, especially because of all the pieces OKC had. I didn't know Melo would be that shit.
Yeah, it is what it is. I like how the Bulls built their team into a very decent team without Butler. Bledsoe and Adams and a young core. That's awesome.
Yeah, Bulls, if Jackson can pop off, they're pretty sad because they have Adams locked too.
Yeah. Long term locked down, so that's cool. Wait, how did Atlanta get a first for Doug McDermott?
From me?
No, it was Atlanta traded with the Pistons, trade 46.
Wow, that's insane.
What is that? Henry Anson and the Houston first for Doug McDermott? That's a rookie. That's not even a bad contract.
Detroit probably thought McDermott would be good.
I mean, he's shooting very well this year. And then McDermott got traded too, so I mean he's not on the Pistons anymore, so where is he? I don't know. But yeah, I mean that's what there is. There haven't been really I can't follow those 5-person trades with 100 picks traded between those. I don't really get those. Johnny was doing a really big trade before the deadline.
Yeah.
But then it fell apart.
What do you guys think of trade 103 in September?
I am not looking at trades currently. But...
McCollum for Avery Bradley, Dennis Schroeder, and the 2018 Atlanta second. Well, I think that McCollum is not really worth all that. No. I mean, those are two
Even
solid
though Bradley's
starters.
expiring?
Yeah, I'd take McCollum there.
What did Bradley go for in real life, Marcus Morris?
Marcus Morris in
Marcus
a
Morris is a
first, right?
stud. Marcus Morris, no, it's just straight up. Marcus Morris
Oh,
is
really?
a stud. He's a stud. All right.
Cause he won you that game.
You know how? Look at his recent stats, dude. He's
He
been
got 30
amazing.
games that one time, and then 30 what? 30 points.
Yeah, he's not playing. He's not playing tonight though, and neither is Horford. So.
Oh, they had to shut him down for the tank.
No, I mean, Marcus Morris is a good player. It's just Avery Bradley was really hyped after like that season.
Yep, he's another guy that really plays well in the Celtic system. It's like, I mean, Crowder played really well in the Celtic system, and you know,
my team would have been so much worse if I hung on to him.
I'd like to mention that Scary Terry is the GOAT.
Hey, why did that Mozgov trade get vetoed for Horford?
Oh, cause basketball that was the left immediately after making that trade.
Oof.
I was so pissed because I had Portland's pick at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you win some, you lose some. And now you don't have that pick. Would you have kept that pick if it was like top 5?
Definitely.
Top 5, yeah. But I mean,
what is it? It's like 13 right now, isn't it?
At the point I traded it, it was at 11, and I knew that was like time to cash in.
Time to cash in. That's a good one.
Watch it be a top 3 pick.
I don't need draft picks. I think I drafted well enough last year.
If it is a top 3 pick, I still have Jaylen Brown, so it's like.
That's accurate. And
you don't need top 3 picks. You have Rondo.
Look, man, I have do I have a number 1 pick? I should just sign Anthony Bennett.
Oh man,
that's the best value out of that. I don't know. Didn't he get signed like 14 mil by someone to fill the payroll? I think it was like Clippers or something. Yeah. That must be fun for Anthony Bennett. No, but I mean, I had draft picks last year, but I traded them to Luke because I took advantage of Zoran last year. I feel bad. But Philly did it worse. I think Philly took advantage of Zoran a lot worse. Really, there should be like some kind of punishment there.
That's because Mike is Zoran. We need to make that clear.
That's accurate. I mean, have you seen them in the same room together? Be honest. That's my thought process.
Wow, I just realized Andre Robertson has been traded like 3 times.
Yeah, he got signed by Spurs, right? And now he's on Pistons. No, then he got traded to Jazz, and now he's on Pistons.
Yeah, 2 times. He's probably helping their defense though.
Oh yeah, I mean Detroit is a very good defense, and since they traded for Melo, they really need defense.
All right.
Wow.
Oh, are we good? Are we finishing? Or do we still have more?
I think we still have more. I'm not sure. We could talk about each playoff matchup.
Didn't we kind of do that?
Yeah, we kind of did that.
Okay.
Look at you think New York can get back into the playoffs or no?
No.
No? I mean, they're only a game and a half out.
The game and a half out with 6 games left. They got Detroit, they got Milwaukee, they got Cleveland, they got Cleveland.
Alright, well look. Milwaukee's a pushover. Fake contender. And Cleveland
Twice.
Rudy Gobert's French, reliable. Victor Oladipo has. Okay, I'll give you Victor Oladipo. Kyrie Irving is I don't know, man. He's weird. He's got stuff going on with that flat earth stuff. He's probably gonna come with a glow dad to the bench. I wonder if people will hold up. They'll pass out like inflatable globes to people at at road games. You know, at the arena of the team they're facing. I would do that if I'm playing the Celtics in the playoffs this year. Pass out.
All right, guys, give your predictions of winning the West, winning the East, not counting your team.
Whatever.
All right.
Probably Warriors. Yeah, probably Warriors. I don't really want it to be Warriors, but
that's a bold opinion.
I mean, if I were to say not Warriors, I would say the Thunder. That's what I would say. Consider that a compliment.
As much as I hate it,
what about the East?
As much as I hate it, I'm going to say the Warriors and then Cleveland. I mean, it's really boring, but that's what I'm worried it's going to come down to again.
I would say Bucks.
I don't know. What if the Bucks are for real? I mean,
I think they are for real. I just think the Cavs are for real too, and
I appreciate Darren Collison as a person. I don't think
and
they
as
should have
a
done that to
domestic violence.
And as a man.
Actually, no, they got Schroeder for nothing. I remember that.
All right. What about if you had to choose a team in the bottom half of like non-home court teams?
Celtics.
I would say Philly Sixers.
Yeah. It's gotta be.
And the Pelicans.
Yeah. But.
Oh yeah, I just meant for both. Yeah, I
want the Bulls to make a run. I really do.
The Bulls are boring.
No, man, they're respectable. They played the game right. They built a good, solid team, entertaining team. You know, they have
entertaining.
Yeah.
What's entertaining about that team?
Bledsoe, Warren, Steven Adams. They still got Wade. You know, they still got Wade. If I were Miami, I'd sign Wade.
It's me about one.
That's what it is.
I almost got Josh Jackson.
Yeah, they got Josh
Really?
Jackson. Look.
What for? No?
No, they backed out. We were in discussions, and it was like, I don't remember the exact trade, but it was like Jackson was and there's some picks involved. It died because they were like, yeah, you know what? No. So then I went with the Minnesota deal, which I still love.
You know, I almost traded Randall for Mirotic, so it is what it is.
I don't even remember anything.
I wish I got Kevin Love.
Oh, wait a minute. That's because all my trades were like 8 months ago.
You mean all of Johnny's trades?
Yeah, my bad.
Oh yeah, Kyle, do you have any words to say to K-Man?
Regarding what?
Regarding his quitting.
He's quitting the league?
He knows what he left.
Johnny.
Yes, K-Man quit the league, Sheppy.
Johnny was gone at that point.
Yeah, he's called Gonny.
Well, no, this is my revisionist history.
Yeah, K-Man told me he wanted to take his talents to Philadelphia.
Interesting talents he has.
Classic
To be fair, he did end up getting them in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, so they're they have so little talent, and he did so much with that roster.
Really a struggle. Really a struggle.
Yeah.
But I mean, whatever. That team did surprisingly bad. I mean, I think that team is better than that team should be the 4th seed.
Yeah.
Oh well, you win some, you lose some.
I mean, they pretty much will be there next year since Simmons and Embiid will be so highly rated.
Yeah.
Plus, I really like Gary Harris.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So, is there anything else? Because I think we should end it.
What's leading the league polls right now for the stream tomorrow?
Let's see. OKC San Antonio.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
know
Nobody's voting for So there's 9 votes for OKC San Antonio, 7 for Washington Detroit, and 5 for Milwaukee Golden State. I don't get it.
I want to watch Washington.
I just think it would be fascinating to see the best offense versus the best defense.
They're literally the 2 best teams
Plus,
in the league right now.
I'm already 3-0 versus San Antonio, and they don't have Kawhi.
It's funny. Nobody wants to watch their own team. Nobody.
Well, I think it's honestly low-key about injuries.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean, I think it's... I don't know. I think maybe it is a little higher likely, but...
No posting in league polls, Kyle. I see you typing.
Oh, no. My push to talk is just spamming the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, so that should be fun. Are you guys going to watch the game or no?
Watch what game? Oh, that one? Probably. Yeah. I'll have it open. Yeah, I'll have it open.
Depends what time.
It's not like we do.
Bobby usually streams early, huh?
He does.
He did it really early this morning. I woke up and the game was going.
Well, this morning, I mean, this is his normal time.
No, what? Really? I thought it was noon. He usually goes around noon.
For me, it's always at 8 a.m.
Yeah, noon Eastern.
Noon Eastern. What?
I wake up and I think one time I woke up and I was down 20 to Portland on stream. So I just went back to bed. I just asked Bobby. It's going to be a morning stream tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't have a game tomorrow. None of us. Yeah, I have 2 games against Utah this stretch. That's great.
It sucks. I had to play Utah when they had their guys.
Yeah, that's a fall from grace. That's like Derrick Rose. This is the Derrick Rose.
Honestly, I think. Oh, what was my question the other day? Is Utah the biggest fail in the league?
So what
I mean, yeah, in a way.
Is what the biggest fail?
It could have been Philly if they missed the playoffs. Utah.
Oh, yeah, really. I mean, if Atlanta had traded for Kevin Love earlier, maybe.
Wait, they did trade for Kevin Love.
No, but I mean earlier, in the off season, instead of midway when they were already
Wait, so what even really happened with Atlanta? Were they trying to win and then what's the story there?
We don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. With Denver? With Atlanta? Oh, Utah?
No, I was asking
Utah?
I was asking about Atlanta, and I don't know, don't they have Love and CJ?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess they can really build a.
They could, I think they have cap space, so they could build a playoff team for next year.
Do they? Oh yeah, they do. Oh.
All right, I gotta go, guys.
Oh, they have Muhammad. Yeah. All right. We can. We should wrap up. Yeah, we'll wrap up.
All right.
Uh.
All right. So thanks for listening to the 8th edition of the NBN Podcast.
You just made that up.
Yep.
Oh, college student. Yeah, good time. I'm gonna cut off the recording.